I was going to record this a lot earlier in the week because I had a lot of things that I was going to say and some really great ideas. But in true ADHD fashion, I thought to myself, I will remember all of these things, and I didn't write any of them down. So I don't remember any of the things that I was going to say. But I thought of some new things to say. So I'm going to hop on here and say them. And I hope they make sense. It's probably going to be very disjointed, but I do hope that it makes sense. So I've been thinking a lot this week about creativity and practice because I have been going to practice because I've started playing roller derby in the last 2 weeks, week and a half. Um, and I have been going to practice, and I told several people after practice that I was like, oh my god, I am in so much pain. I'm hurting so bad. And people were like, oh, did you like, scrimmage, you get hit and like, body check people? And I was like, no, I'm not even like, I can't even play this as a contact sport yet. I am simply skating in circles right now. Like that is, I am just practicing the basics of learning how to like stop safely and fall safely and be stable. But because I haven't done those things in such a long time, I'm very out of shape and my body's not used to doing those things. So my muscles are very sore after practice because I have not used those muscles in a long time. And so I've been thinking about art and creativity in a very similar vein of like when I don't use them in a while, it hurts to use them again. And I have to like work at it and build up those muscles again. And so I've been thinking a lot, especially about imagination in that way of like how do I start using this again? Because I think, especially for us neurodivergent folks, after a certain age, like that was something that was a huge part of my childhood. All these adults would be like, "Oh, you're so creative, you're so imaginative, like this is a wonderful thing." And then I don't know at what age it became less of a like, "Oh, that's a great thing," and more of a like, "Oh, you'll grow out of this," and it's kind of a distraction. So I'm trying to step back into that childhood imaginative space. It's hard because I haven't done it in a really long time, and it hasn't been encouraged of me, and it's not something that I feel like in this culture really belongs in an adult space, or at least people don't think it belongs in an adult space, but I think that it does, especially as an artist, someone who wants to be an artist, someone who wants to create things, be a creator a lot of the time. I think imagination is something that's very valuable and important, but it's not something that we consciously practice and say, okay, I'm gonna like go think about things and be imaginative for half an hour. That's like not something that we do. But I think I'm trying to figure out ways as a creative person to do that. Um, so I don't know how to do that. I've never learned how to do that. I haven't looked to see if there are tools or books or things people have written about it, which there probably are, but I should probably go look at them. Um, but I'm trying to sort of figure out some things for myself about how to do that. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is consume a lot of media that makes me feel like I did as a kid when I felt like super imaginative and had like all these worlds in my brain and all these stories that I wanted to tell. So I'm trying to notice what makes me feel those things. I'm trying to like, listen to story podcasts, read books, and get back into that headspace. Um, anyway, it's a muscle that I don't really know how to stretch or how to exercise. So if you have ideas for how to sort of not improve, I don't like that as a word about art, like improving things, but how to strengthen and flex and use and practice being creative, being imaginative in small ways to sort of like boost creativity. I don't know. It's a lot of thoughts rattling around in my brain this week, and that's one of them. So I wanted to share that with you. and see what you might have to say about that. So I look forward to hearing from you what you think about imagination as like a sport that can be practiced. So I hope to hear from you soon. I hope you are doing well, and I will talk to you soon on this platform.